along for a ride. What's up? It's Coach Mike. We're riding today in my 1984 300 turbo diesel. It's a beautiful day, about 71 degrees in Miami, and it's especially nice to ride with the windows and sunroof open. The air conditioning in this thing is not that great. My dad had one and knew in 1984 the air conditioning wasn't that good in a brand new one. But this one has 151,490 miles on it, and it's running as good as new. Just about. What I want to talk to you about today is what's the difference between this car and your children. One thing about a diesel Mercedes is it's slow and it gets off to a slow start. And if you have an athlete who's just starting swimming in the past 1, 2, 3, could even be 4 years, you might be aware that it's a slow start. It's hard to get going. It takes years and years and years, arm cycle after arm cycle, lesson after lesson, getting it wrong, getting it wrong, getting it right, getting it right, getting it wrong. Constant cycle of that, just like this diesel. But once it gets up and running, you have a very nice, beautiful top end. What I want all parents to know is it's not the goal to be number one when you're 12 years old. Look at that blue sky. See everybody, blue sky's coming. The goal is not to be number one when you're 12. It's to develop good habits. Personally, I like to look at practice progressions more than meet progressions. And I like to look at practice behavior. I like to look at how much are they listening and how much are they trying. That's all you can get from a young swimmer. If they listen and if they try and they're consistent, they will improve. The problem is it's never as fast as anybody wants them to improve. In swimming, it's not. It just isn't. So I just hope that I can recalibrate your expectation. You want to go on the highway today? I want to recalibrate your expectations about when. And I have a lot of parents ask me when I'm doing Learn to Swim, when will Consuela be ready to swim? Well, Consuela's 2, and she's never swum before, and she's scared of the water. So I don't know. The answer to when is I'll bring them along as fast as I can. But I've had some kids that were in the 2 years old range take a year, and I had one 2.5-year-old the second day just fall back with her goggles on underwater and just chilled out. So the answer is to when is I don't know. Every child has a different timetable, and what I will tell you, look at this sky, man. Look, I got a meet this weekend, everybody. I'm going to be up at the Rowdy Gaines meet in Orlando, Florida at the Rosen Y, and I'm going to be trying to break the United States record in the 100-meter short course butterfly, which is 4 laps. I did the race short course meters in the Fort Lauderdale pool like a month or month and a half ago, but I was very sick, and I was 3/100ths off of the record in the 65 to 69 age group, and this is going to be my first shot. We're going to go on the highway now. First shot in my 65 to 69 age group. I'm 3/100ths off. So, speaking of diesel engine, here we go for a little top end. Smooth as silk. I hope you can hear me. It's a quiet car. In any event, I hope that you don't have to wait for your child to be 60 until they're record holders or famous. But something else, it's really important. I hope you can hear me. Not everybody's going to be a great swimmer, people. Not everybody's going to be great. Not everybody's going to be even good. Or a good athlete, or a good football player, or a good basketball player, or a good soccer player, good chess player. Not everybody's going to be good in school. Not everybody's going to be good at behavior. But that's okay. I wrote a recommendation for one of my swimmers who's actually the worst of all my students. He's a great teammate. He's a real glue guy. And I would accept him onto my college swim team if I happen to have a roster spot or a walk-on spot. He's not scholarship material, just because he's such a great teammate. So there's a lot of ways to be great, and I just hope that your child or children can find theirs. Here's a thought about how to raise your child to be a good athlete. I don't know, do what I did. I don't coach my children. And you should not either. I don't care if you were a Division I swimmer at Stanford. You should not coach your swimming children. Get your children in the best program with the best people and something that they really like. Make sure they get there rested. Make sure they get there fed. Put them off to great people. And let them do their thing. Again, you can't run the sprints for them. You can't swim the laps for them. You can't lift the weights for them. These are their lessons to learn. Don't be up in their shit about their athletics. It's a real horrible thing to do. Let your coaches handle it. Let your children and your coaches handle it. Make sure you have some protein powder on hand and a good ear for listening on how they're doing. Let's talk about the car ride home. I've had some difficult car rides home, particularly when my son was 12, 10, 13, big, a little uncoordinated and wasn't that good, but he was big and he showed up all the time. I had one time when I said he was very sad because he didn't play. He didn't get in the game. The whole 3 games. And I said, it's okay. We're going to go home and take a shower. And have a nice meal. And he said, Dad, I don't need to take a shower. I didn't sweat today. And that really hurt. When that happened, I really doubled down on my son and said, okay, I'm not going to coach him, I'm not going to push him, but I'm going to give him every opportunity, because that really hurt. We're going to start going home the other way now. The sky should be blue behind me. Hope you guys are having fun. Again, we're in my 1985 Mercedes 300D turbo diesel, 4-door sedan, thistle colored exterior, Palomino MB-Tex interior. Beautiful car. So it takes a lot. I know everybody wants to do the best for their kids, but you gotta let them do it themselves. You gotta let them find their failure. If they leave their cleats home, don't get their damn cleats. Have the coach make them run suicides because they forgot their stuff. Too many kids these days are afraid to be uncomfortable, afraid to be held accountable. Where's the blue collar work ethic? I want my blue collar kids. I want kids who drink out of a garden hose. I don't want kids whose mommies run onto the field, or daddies run onto the field with a Gatorade in the middle of the third inning saying, I think you're thirsty. You're hurting your kid. If they forgot their water, yeah, they should have water. Kids are walking around like there's what is there, a water shortage? We did fine. We didn't have water bottles. We didn't have $70 water bottles. I'm not saying like we walk both ways through snow. Drink before your game. Have a drink at the 7th inning stretch and you'll be fine. It's not like a lifeline. By the way, the women are walking around the gym like it's some kind of lifeline with their Stanley Cups. It's like, what are those things? IV. It's like an IV bag with their Stanley Cups. It's a little weird. There's a platinum colored Tesla. Wow. Okay. Remember, we are in Miami. If you have any questions, you can send them on in. This is just a quick pilot ride on a beautiful winter's day in Miami, Florida. This is Coach Mike LaMonica. I coach Gulliver Masters. There's a guy going way too fast. Look at how fast he's going. Wow. Is it Black Friday? Did I miss something? Oh. Anyway. I hope you had fun. It's a beautiful day. I'm trying to be like Steve Jobs when he thought of 19 seconds of silence before he answered a question. I didn't come across as that poignant, I guess. But that's it. We're going to hang out. We're going to hang up. Have a great day.